Well, it's about 8 degrees on this fine Friday afternoon in Russellville, Arkansas, with a GAC conference softball matchup for today on Berm Day here at Chartwell Women's Athletic Complex, Russellville, Arkansas. Berm is for the folks with an inflatable blow-up cap out there. I'm sure plenty of folks have already turned their fingers into, and we're excited to get this softball going today. We got Southeastern Oklahoma State visiting Arkansas Tech here in Russellville, and we'll get started with the start lineups for the visiting team first. Southeastern Oklahoma State Storm. Leading off with them, they have Peyton Streetman playing center field, Alexis Lambert in left, Sean Mayhe playing the designated player. He's batting third. Marilyn Otto playing second base, batting fourth. Cameron Willis playing third base, batting fifth. Katie Fryer playing base and batting sixth. Jaylee Thurston as a catcher. She will be batting seventh. Gracie batting eighth, and Bailey Beard at shortstop playing. We got Shannon Lacey on the mound.
Hey girl, school's
Arkansas.
You want to meet me for
The on pitch from Lacey.
Clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ball in street. Girl in street.
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text.
Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
This is KAR, the Valley's News Authority, KARV, Russellville.
Well, if you're joining us here, this was the first at-bat of the game. Shannon Lacey in the circle here for Arkansas Tech. She's got a 3-2 count going against her right now with Peyton Streetman in the box for Southeastern Oklahoma State. 3-2 count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on here in this first inning for Streetman in Southeastern Oklahoma State. The full count pitch from Lacey. Taken a little bit late for a foul ball, and the count remains full here at 3-2. Good first at-bat here for Southeastern Oklahoma State, trying to wear down Lacey, who's had a pretty good season in the circle for Arkansas Tech. She's sitting at a 1.50 ERA, 8 complete games and 27 appearances, 27 starts. That pitch right there is fouled off as well, and the count remains full at 3-2. A good 7 or 8 pitch at-bat here to start off the game. And like we were just saying, Southeastern Oklahoma trying to get to Lacey early. Three balls and 2 strikes here for Streetman in the backs. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball hit off towards the away dugout. Courtney Rogers is the third base coach and the interim head coach for Southeastern Oklahoma State. She's willing her players to get on base early here to get a rally going. 3-2 pitch from Lacey. Taken low for a ball 4, and that's a walk to start the game. Streetman going to stand on first base with nobody out here, 1 on early in the top of the inning.
The left fielder number 44, Alexis Lambert.
Walking into the box, we got the left fielder number 44, Alexis Lambert. Lambert's batting about .243 on the season so far. Junior plays left field for the Savage Storm. First pitch from Lacey. Taken for a strike, and the runner moves over to second base on the steal attempt after the throw. Williams couldn't quite get the throw over to second base. Pruitt couldn't get the tag in time. Streetman moves up to second. Count is 0-1. Nobody out. Runner on second base here for the Savage Storm. Lacey steps back into the circle. Lambert tries to lay down a bunt there, but it's taken for a strike. She's now in the hole 0-2 here with nobody on in the top of the first. The 0-2 pitch from Lacey. Outside for ball one. Count moves to 1-2. Streetman has a 346 average. She drew a walk in her first at-bat in about 9 pitches and then immediately proceeded to steal second base, and that's where she's standing now, threatening with nobody out here in the top of the first. The 1-2 pitch from Lacey. Swung on, right back to Lacey. She's going to pick it up with these, flip over to first base. Runner Streetman moves up from second to third, and now it looks like Southeastern Oklahoma has a runner in definite scoring position here at the top of the first with only one out.
The designated player number 3, Cheyenne Mahi.
The junior designated player, Cheyenne Mahi, is going to step into the box now. She's batting .346 on the season as well. Played and started in 51 games here for Southeastern Oklahoma State this season. Streetman leads off third base. The 0-0 pitch from Lacey's high and outside for the first ball of the at-bat. Count is 1-0. The 1-0 from Lacey. Looks like it's going to catch a piece of Mahi right there on the inside, maybe hit her elbow protector or the knob of the bat. It was an inside pitch, but she swung all the way around anyway, and that's going to be called a strike as the count moves to 1-1 here. Looks like Courtney Rogers is going to have a little discussion here with the umpire and her player. Make sure everyone's all right, and the trainer comes out to take a look at Cheyenne Mahi here. Mahi's a 5'6" junior.
Spring has sprung at Russellville Lawn and Landscaping, and that means all kinds of sizes of trees, from fruit trees to 15-foot oaks and maples. Russellville Lawn and Landscaping also has a full display of shade and sun plants, as well as hanging baskets and annuals, planters of
Well, pitcher and utility player Cheyenne Mahi stepped back into the dugout after what looked like she took the second pitch of the at-bat right there on top of her hand. Hopefully it didn't hit that very, very fragile hamate bone that every batter worries is going to be crushed every time they step into the box. But it looks like she's going to power through here and step back into the dirt for another chance to take a crack at Lacey and get some runs on the board here early for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Count is 1-1. With one out here in the top of the first. Southeastern Oklahoma State has a runner on third base. That's center fielder Peyton Streetman, who got on base with a base on balls and then stole second base, moved over from the sacrifice bunt. Now stands at third base with one out. The 1-1 from Lacey. Mahi offered at it, didn't go all the way around, and that pitch is in the other batter's box. Count moves to 2-1. Lacey's pitched 126 innings so far this year, and she's been the Golden Suns ace for them. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and Mahi offers at it and swings right through it. Count moves to 2-2 now with one out. Streetman still on third base, and I know Southeastern Oklahoma State would really like to get a ball here, hit through the infield, out into the outfield to score this first run and maybe get the rest of the lineup going here early. 2-2 pitch from Lacey. Mahi offers at it, but gets the bottom part of the barrel to connect with the ball, and that ball bounces up and foul. Count stays at 2-2 with 1 out. Lacey has been keeping opposing hitters to a sub-200 batting average so far this season. She'd love to get Mahi with some sick stuff right here. Cheyenne Mahi swings at it. Drop third strike. Williams flips over to Goins at first base. And that's the second out of the inning. So Arkansas Tech here now with 2 outs in the top of the inning. Streetman still at third base for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Now the second baseman, sophomore Marilyn Alvarado, is going to step in and get her hacks here for Southeastern Oklahoma State. First pitch from Lacey, right down the pipe for strike 1. A 1 pitch to Alvarado outside for ball 1. Count moves now to 1-1. Streetman at third base. She stole second, and Lambert moved her over on the weakly hit. Ball right back to Lacey. She moved to third. Mahi came out, struck out. Now Alvarado's going to try and check in here with an even count. Send this runner from third home. 2 outs for Arkansas Tech. Top of the first. 1-1 pitch from Lacey. Down the middle, but called low for a ball. Count moves to 2-1 in favor of Southeastern Oklahoma State. In 114 at-bats so far this season, Alvarado's posting a 307 batting average with 35 hits. I'm sure her coach would be happy to put number 36 right here. She takes that ball low, and the count moves 3-1 now in favor of Southeastern Oklahoma State. Three-one pitch. Fouled, and the count moves now to 3-2 with 2 outs. Alvarado is the team leader for Southeastern Oklahoma State in bases on balls this season. She's drawn 23 walks, posting a .420 on base percentage. Good for her second highest on the team. The first highest is her counterpart standing at third base right now. 3-2 pitch from Lacey. Full count. And she's going to issue a walk here to Marilyn Alvarado. Now we got runners on the corners for Camry Wallace, the junior from Southeastern Oklahoma State, third baseman, to step in and see if she can get some hits, get some runs in here for the Savage Storm. Arkansas Tech catcher Jessica Williams is going to get some defensive adjustments here from her dugout and relay him to the middle infield. Goins at first base, stepping into dangerously close territory here. First pitch from Lacey. Called the ball, leaking away from the batter and the plate. Count moves 0-1. Third baseman Camry Wallace also has a 307 average on the season. She's had about 150 at-bats, posted 46 hits, 12 doubles to her credit as well, 34 RBIs, tied for the team lead. She'll swing through the second one, and the count moves to 1-1 now. 2 outs here, top of the first. Southeastern Oklahoma State threatening with runners on the corners. Lacey trying to keep that earned run average below 2 for the season. 1-1 pitch from Lacey. Swung on right back to Lacey. She'll put her glove on it, flip to Goins at first base, and Arkansas Tech escapes the inning. No damage done. Doesn't even give up a hit to her credit. And at the top of the first, Shannon Lacey posted a no hits, issued a couple walks, but no one came around to score, and we'll return here in just a few minutes with Arkansas Tech's bottom of the first, leading off with center fielder Shelby Chambers. Starting lineup for Arkansas Tech today, we've got center fielder number 10, Shelby Chambers, batting first, followed by the power-hitting Timber Riley at second base. Caitlin Wells, a designated player, number 29. Number 28, third baseman Cassie Mayberry, batting cleanup. Mackenzie Goins batting fifth. Shortstop Brooke Pruitt at sixth. Sydney Keaton, Jessica Williams, and Holly Crutchfield batting 7, 8, and 9. Chambers is going to step into the box here. She's posted a .293 average in 50 games played and started this season. 41 hits and 6 home runs to her credit, as well as a .464 slugging percentage. And I'm sure that Arkansas Tech would love to get some runs on the board early here. First pitch called high and outside for Amberlyn Walsworth, the right-handed sophomore pitcher for Southeastern Oklahoma State. She's made appearances in 38 games this year and pitched 15 complete games for 178 innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch to her. Called a strike. Might have been a bit outside, but Blue liked it. Count moves to 1-1 here. Chambers is going to pop this one up. This one might stay in play, but it's going to get outside the fence. Foul ball high and away. Count moves now to 1-2. Southeastern Oklahoma State currently sitting at 29-22 record on the year, 8-12 in the GAC. Trying to scratch out a few more wins here before the conference tournament coming up next weekend. Well, Chambers looked like she was ready to call time right there and stepped out of the box, but she was in there originally, and Walsworth went ahead and pitched to her and threw it outside. Kind of a wasted pitch there for Walsworth, seeing as how Chambers wasn't in the box, and the count moves now to 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Walsworth to Chambers. Chambers offers at it, swings through it a little too late. Strikeout there, first one for Amberlyn Walsworth. One out, nobody on, and
12, Timber Riley.
Here comes Timber Riley. Timber Riley's got a .436 average on the season. She's hit 14 home runs. She's the biggest power threat in this Arkansas Tech lineup. She's closing in on some individual batting records as well as some career batting records for this season. She squares to bunt here for the first one, watches the first pitch roll right down the middle for a strike. Count is now 0-1 with one out. Walsworth showing some early control here. Puts one up the middle. Riley puts one high into the air. Center fielder's going to call everybody off and trying to come in close to the dirt. That pop-up is handled well out there by Peyton Streetman, and the count is obliviated as Riley is retired on the pop fly. The second out of the season.
Number 29, Caitlin Wells.
Designated player Caitlin Wells is no slouch with the bat in her hands either. She's got 11 home runs to her credit and 12 doubles. Good power hitter as she watches the first pitch go low and away for ball one. Walsworth's made quick work of the first two batters, retiring Chambers with the strikeout and Riley with the pop-up. Wells watches the second pitch hit the designated strike zone, and the count moves to 1-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Nobody's posted a run or a hit yet. Could be a defensive struggle. And the 1-1 pitch from Walsworth had some late bite on it that dove towards the plate. Wells was just a little bit fooled, swung over the top of it. Count moves to 1-2. Arkansas Tech got to protect here. Here's the pitch from Wells. There's a shot off the bat from Wells right by the shortstop, and she'll saunter over to first base for the first hit of the day. Rips a single into left field, and now we got Cassie Mayberry, the sophomore third baseman. Gonna get some movement on the bases here.
Cassie Mayberry.
Walsworth have done a pretty good job so far of locating and controlling her pitches, keeping them away from the zone late in the count, but that time she offered up a meatball to Wells, who was just a little bit early on it, still got solid contact and put it through the shortstop's glove. Rolled into left field, and now we've got one on here with 2 outs as Wells stands at first base with Cassie Mayberry, the third baseman now. Took the first pitch for a strike. Count is 0-1 with 2 outs. Wells at first base. Mayberry thought about swinging at that one. Doesn't go. And she takes the second pitch for ball 1. Count is 1-1. The 1-1 from Walsworth. Mayberry thought about that one too. Didn't commit to the swing and watched that pitch hit the strike zone for strike 2. Count is now 1-2. This is the same spot where Walsworth made a mistake last at bat and let Wells have a good ball and let her get a good piece of hitting. Here's the 1-2. Mayberry swings through it, and that's the inning. Walsworth picks up 2 Ks, gives up a hit, but no damage done either side here. No hits, no runs. Nothing after the first. And we will resume here with Katie Fryrear, the sophomore first baseman for Southeastern Oklahoma State, when we return. Katie Fryrear is going to step into the batter's box here when we resume play and see if we can get this defensive struggle to turn into an offensive show right here, folks. Katie Fryrear is from Tuttle, Oklahoma. She's posting a .270 average so far this season. She'll watch the first pitch travel down Main Street for strike 1. It's Lacey's first at-bat with the first pitch strike so far this game. Had a little issue with command early on, but she seems to settle in as games go on, and she hums a second one in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 now for Katie Fryrear in the box. Fryrear's hit a trio of home runs so far this year for the Savage Storm. 31 RBIs to her credit. Lacey tries to give her the changeup right there, and Fryrear is a little early. Hacks it off foul.
Bankruptcy. If it's something that you worry about every day, why not visit with the professionals that deal with it every day? The Skelton Law Firm on East Parkway in Russellville. At the Skelton Law Firm, Doug Skelton and his staff are a debt relief agency, and they help people file for bankruptcy relief under the bankruptcy.
Central Arkansas's Area Agency on Aging strives to alleviate the stresses family caregivers
1-2
experience
count now
when
for
caring for older loved ones.
Katie Fryer
by providing
at the
services such
dish.
as home care and Meals on Wheels in
She'll
Central
take that
Arkansas.
pitch and almost
Learn more
deposit
about
it past
helping
the
a parent
first
or
base side.
grandparent
Had a
at
little juice on it,
carelink.org
but it
or by calling
didn't land in foul territory.
372-5300
No
or toll
harm
free at
is a foul.
800-482-6359.
Count moves to 1-2. Stays at 1-2.
This message brought to you by CareLink, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Your weather every 20 minutes, guaranteed, from the EAB Weather Center.
An increasing chance of afternoon showers into the
Here's the
early
1-2 pitch from
part of
Lacey.
the weekend, clearing
Fryer
skies,
swings
warming
through it.
temperatures into
Strike
the
is
week.
dropped,
We'll see
but
highs
caught.
from the upper 60s, lower
Second
70s.
strikeout now for
Lows
Shannon Lacey.
generally in the upper 50s, lower 60s, and southeast winds at 5 to 15, shifting west late in the day.
Catcher Jaylee Durst
Saturday.
from
Sunday,
Bernieville,
Sunday,
Oklahoma,
high
and
of
Vernon
83.
College, the sophomore. Step in now for her first at-bat of this ball game. Durst is batting .226
Make
on
sure
the
your
season.
child is up with the alarm and ready for school each morning, because missing just
Lacey's
18
got the
days,
first down for
even in
Arkansas
middle
Tech.
school,
First
will
pitch to
put their
her.
graduation at risk. It's up to you.
Couldn't have pitched
Learn
any better
more at
myself.
boostup.org.
Certainly at all. Lacey
Brought to you by the U.S. Army
puts it down the
and
middle
Ad
for strike
Council.
one.
Soldiers returning with traumatic brain injuries or other serious battle wounds often spend weeks or months in a VA hospital or other rehab facility. DVDs for Vets is collecting DVDs and portable players for distribution in our community and nationwide.
Second pitch to
Many of
Lacey.
us
Second
take for
pitch from
granted our
Lacey to
access
Durst
everyday
is fouled
enjoyment,
off.
and DVDs for Vets
0-2
needs your
here.
help in giving these injured
Quickly in the
soldiers
hole now
diversions from the monotony
is
of a
catcher
hospital
Jaylee
stay during
Durst.
recovery. To donate new or used DVDs or to learn more about this
Lacey
worthy
gave her the
cause,
heater
please
down the
go to
middle. Off speed inside.
DVDsforvets.org.
Durst didn't know what to do with their hands on either pitch. Kept him still. Sent him early on the second. Finds herself now in a hole, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Right down the middle for strike three. Backwards K there for Jaylee Durst, and that's not what you want to see if you're Southeastern Oklahoma State, but Lacey now getting back into the groove, feeling pretty comfortable.
Buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Gracie Orr is going to step into the box for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Orr is manning duties in right field today. First pitch from Lacey's low and in the dirt. Williams blocked it. Nobody threatening, nobody on. 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes here, top of the second. Second pitch also runs inside for a ball. Count moves to 2-0. Hitters count in favor of right fielder number 14, sophomore Gracie Orr. And the 2-0 pitch from Lacey is deposited into the strike zone. Count moves to 2-1 with 2 outs. And the 2-1 pitch from Lacey is swung on. Count moves to 2-2. Lacey's got back-to-back strikeouts this inning. 1 swinging and 1 looking. Two-two pitch from Lacey. Swung right through. That's the 3rd strike. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Lacey, and she made quick work of the Savage Storm in that inning. Tech doesn't give up another run or a hit in the top of the second. Lacey dealing here early.
No score. Fans, don't forget the concession.
We'll return here in just a moment with Arkansas Tech's second series of at-bats in this game. Leading off will be first baseman Mackenzie Goins. First baseman Mackenzie Goins going to take her first swings of the day here from the left-handed batter's box.
The Golden Suns, the first baseman, number 18, Mackenzie Goins.
The junior first baseman's played and started in 50 games this year for the Golden Suns. She's posted a .268 batting average, 37 hits to her credit. One more here I'm sure would make her coaches and parents proud. First pitch. She gets the barrel on it, but it's going the opposite direction. Out of the park for a foul ball. Oh, 1 pitch to Goins. Catches the chalk on the outside corner of the plate, called a strike 2. 0-2 count now for Amberlyn Walsworth in the circle for Southeastern Oklahoma State, and she's been doing a really good job in these early innings of working ahead of batters for Arkansas Tech. Third pitch of the at-bats, high and inside, and sent back into the fence for a foul ball. Goins tried to get the bat turned around in her hands, square with her shoulders to make the contact necessary to get a hit on that one, but just not quite quick enough. Count moves still to 0-2. Second pitch. Also a foul ball. Count stays the same, 0-2. Goins has hit double-digit home runs also this year for Arkansas Tech. She's hit 10. Ooh, and the 0-2 pitch from Walsworth. Suspect right there, but thankfully called a ball. Count moves to 1-2. I think that could have gone either way. Maybe just a bit off the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Walsworth. Goins didn't go all the way around. Thought it might be low in the same spot, but she'll be rung up with the strikeout looking there.
Hitting next, the shortstop, number 21, Brooke Pruitt.
First out, second strikeout of the day for Amberlyn Walsworth. Pruitt steps into the box and watches the first pitch hit the strike zone for strike 1. Count is 0-1 with 1 out.
Here is this hour's news from the Arkansas Now newsroom. Arkansas State Police special agents are investigating an officer-involved
Both pitchers doing a solid job of working around the bats
at
today.
a Family Dollar store in West Memphis. KATV Channel 7
As
reports
Pruitt
a
tries
suspect
to
believed
protect
to be
here with
involved in a store theft
0-2 count
was
against her,
fleeing
and
when a
that
West
one
Memphis
finds
officer
the
fired.
outside black
The
corner,
suspect
and
suffered a leg wound. He was captured
now it
and
looks
taken to a
like
Memphis hospital.
Walsworth is running
Following
here
the
with
state
her
police
second
investigation,
consecutive
it led
strikeout,
up to the
fourth
Creighton County
total in the
prosecuting
game. She
attorney
got
determined
Chavers
the use of deadly
and
force by a law
Mayberry to
enforcement
start
officer
in
was
the inning
consistent with
earlier.
state law. The identity of the officer has not been released. The Saline County
In
Sheriff's
now is
Office
left
has
fielder
announced that a
Sydney Keaton to
13-year-old
bat
girl
for
missing since Tuesday in the Benton
the
area
Golden
was
Suns.
found unharmed. The agency, along with the Arkansas State Police, put out
That
a
one
notice
was
Wednesday requesting the
pretty good
public's
ways
help in
inside,
locating the
but
missing
dove
child.
right back into the
KATV
strike zone for
reports
strike
the teen
1.
was located
Count is
unharmed
0-1
and
with
alone,
2 outs,
camping
nobody on
behind a
here.
nearby church. From
No
the
hits so
Arkansas
far
Now
this inning
newsroom,
for
I'm
Arkansas
Rich
Tech.
Rollers.
Keaton swings through the second pitch, just over the top of it. Count moves 0-2, and Walsworth is just showing some solid command in this inning.
You may be riding that plane right now. If you have your money in a 401k or IRA and you plan to take out the
0-2 pitch to the left
recommended
fielder,
percentage each year when you retire, your chance
puts
of
the
running
bat
out
on
of
it.
money is 50%.
Not quite early enough, a little bit late.
50%. But there's a better and
Ball,
safer way
that
to
ball
secure
goes
your
foul.
income in
Count stays the same at
Discover
0-2.
how in a free
2
book
outs.
called Rescue Your Retirement.
Bottom
This
of the second
wealth-building
inning here for
strategy
Arkansas
has
Tech.
never had a losing
Trying to
year
get
in
this
more than a
offense
century.
going.
In fact, even the man who invented the 401k
Walsworth and
now
Southeastern
prefers
Oklahoma
this
State have other
method
plans.
instead.
Here's the
Get
pitch from
Rescue Your Retirement
Walsworth.
free for just a small shipping charge and enjoy a
Keaton
safe
got a
landing
shot on it, and
a
it goes
comfortable
right
retirement.
into the
Get this
glove of the
free
second
book and make
baseman.
sure you don't run out of money.
Caught for the out.
This offer is extremely limited.
No
To get
runs
your free
scored,
copy, just
no
go to
hits.
growwealthsafely.com.
Score remains the same at the top of the third here, 0-0.
To discover how to rescue your retirement. growwealthsafely.com.
Friendship Community Care is hiring. Now, to be honest, there are a lot of companies hiring. So why choose Friendship? People go to work at Friendship to make a difference. Friendship gives you the opportunity to improve quality of life, celebrate milestones, and care for people of all ages and abilities. If you have a servant soul, visit fccare.org/jobs. That's fccare.org/jobs. Life's too short to just have a job. Start making a real difference today.
The best way to start your day is with a big breakfast, and nobody does a big breakfast better than IHOP. If you love IHOP, like I love IHOP, then we're giving you the chance to win a huge breakfast for 4 from IHOP on Friday. Go to our Facebook page and click on the IHOP banner. Comment, I love IHOP, and you're automatically registered to win the Friday Friends and Family 4-pack, a $70 value. Head over to the Car Facebook page, click on the IHOP banner at the top for your chance to wake up with IHOP with a big breakfast for 4. The best way to start your day is with a big breakfast, and nobody does a
Shortstop
big breakfast
Bailey
better
Beard
than
in now
IHOP.
for
If you
Southeastern
love
Oklahoma
IHOP,
State, her
like
first
I love
at-bat of the
IHOP, then
game.
we're giving you the chance to win a huge breakfast for 4 from IHOP
Lacey
on
puts the
Friday.
first pitch
Go to our Facebook
low and in the
page
outside
click on
corner
the
for
IHOP
strike
banner.
1.
Comment, I love IHOP,
As
and
Beard
you're
tried to sell the bunt
automatically
there
registered to
early.
win the Friday Friends and Family 4-pack, a $70 value. Head over to the Car Facebook page, click on the IHOP banner at the top for your chance to wake up with IHOP.
Second
with a
pitch
big
taken low for a
breakfast
ball.
4.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast
1-1
journalists
pitch
bring
from
you the
Lacey.
facts, covering the stories breaking in our community.
Called low for a
and
ball
across
as
the
well.
globe.
Count moves
Text
2-1.
radio to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Here at the
The
GED
2-1
Pep
pitch
Talk
to
Center,
Beard in the
we've
box.
got a pep talk that can motivate you.
Taken for a strike. Count moves now to
The
2-2.
way you want them to. You can improve your future. Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up! Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Call
2-2 from Lacey.
your-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and for free classes.
Rolls
in
backwards
your
with
area.
the foul
GED
ball.
is a registered trademark of the American Council
Count
on
stays
Education.
the
Brought to
same.
you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
I started going cold turkey. Well, at least when I'm in the car.
I know I shouldn't do it, but it's so hard to stop. That's why I hide it from myself, so I won't be tempted.
I used to do it all the time. I stopped by locking it in my glove compartment.
Here's the 2-2 from Lacey.
used to do it way too much.
Another foul
now,
ball.
I turn it off when we're in the car.
My solution is simple. I just don't do it.
There are lots of ways to stop yourself and others from texting and driving. How will you stop? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Bailey Beard, sophomore shortstop, hitting .243 on the season. Here's the 2-2 to her. She'll put it right back up the middle to Pruitt. Pruitt flips over to first base from short. Good throw there. One down for Arkansas Tech.
Back to the top of the order for the Savage Storm, the center fielder number 27, Peyton Strickman.
Southeastern Oklahoma State returned to the top of the order here after that line out to shortstop from Bailey Beard. One out here, 0-0 count. First pitch from Lacey. Streetman trying to get that running start with the slap bunt approach. Didn't like how low that one was. Called for a ball. Count is 1-0, one out. Top of the third inning here for Arkansas Tech. Southeastern Oklahoma State on the mound. Streetman hits a shot to left field, and luckily, Sydney Keaton has it played perfectly. It goes right into her glove, and there's 2 gone here at the top of the third for Arkansas Tech.
The left fielder, number 44, Alexis Lambert.
Alexis Lambert steps into the box for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Lambert grounded out to the pitcher in her first at-bat, hoping to avoid the same fate here. First pitch from Lacey. Down the middle, called low for a ball. Come on, 1-0 count, Lacey in the circle. Lambert in the batter's box, watches that one zip past her for a strike. Count moves to 1-1 with 2 outs. Lambert steps back out to get refocused here. Critical at bat here, last out of the inning. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Lacey. That one was moving as soon as it got out of her hand, and it zipped over into the other's batter box. Quite a lot of movement on that one. It's called a ball. Count moves to 2-1. Here's the 2-1 to Lambert. Just a bit high. 3-1. Three-one pitch. Corrects the course here, and the count's going to move full with the strike thrown by Lacey right there. Could have hit the top corner of the zone, but dove back down into the middle. 3-2 pitch from Lacey. Swung right through. Strike three. That's going to end the inning. Alexis Lambert wanted no part of it.
No runs scored, no base hits, no errors, and no one.
Shannon Lacey picks up her 5th strikeout so far of the game. Still no hits, no runs allowed in this one. Moved to the bottom of the 3rd as Arkansas Tech and their offense looks to try and get something going here as Jessica Williams, the catcher, and Holly Crutchfield are up next. Thank you for all those joining us here on KARV and the Arkansas Tech Sports Stream here as the catcher Jessica Williams saunter up to the plate now. She's batting 192 on the season, but don't let that low average fool you. She's got quite a bit of RBIs to her total and a pretty good slugging percentage. She'll lead off the 3rd inning here. Amberlyn Walsworth's done a great job of working ahead of hitters all game, and she won't get the benefit of the doubt here. Home plate umpire appeals to first base as they thought Williams might have went around right there on that half-hearted swing, but count is going to stay the same as it was called on the field, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Walsworth. That one was a rise ball. It started low and came up to the top of the catcher's mask, and Williams, well, she didn't have much of a chance at that one. Count moves to 1-1. Jessica Williams hit 2 home runs last weekend. Showed some power prowess. Maybe she's been hiding it all season. Right now would be a good time to flex those guns right here as well. 2-1 count in favor of the batter Williams. Gets around late on that one as she squared to bunt first. Counts now 2-2. The wind is picking up here a little bit. We can tell from the flagpole out in center field. Anything high in the air might be blown down. Williams squares to bunt, pulls back around and swings over the top of that one.
Now hitting the right fielder.
Amberlyn Walsworth picks up her 5th K of the afternoon. They're doing a pretty good job so far of sitting down these Arkansas Tech hitters without too much contact. Holly Crutchfield, the sophomore right fielder, number 11. She's going to step into the box here. She's had her chances this season with 31 starts and 35 games. Only 81 at-bats, a little lower than the team average. Still showing the ability to get some crucial hits, though, as she does have 17 RBIs. 12 walks to her credit. She'll watch that second pitch run in there for a strike as she fouled the first one off, and the count moves to 0-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd for the Golden Suns. The sun's been covered up now by some clouds as a breeze moved through, and it feels like some spring weather right here as Crutchfield gets rung up on the outside corner. And my goodness, folks, Evelyn Walsworth's having herself quite a day in the circle. She struck out 6 as we return to the top of the order here for Arkansas Tech. Walsworth has sat down 6 Arkansas Tech batters on strikeouts. Only Golden Sun to get a hit so far is designated player Caitlin Wells, but center fielder Shelby Chavers would love to change that as she watches the first pitch roll down to the bottom corner, but called it strike. Count moves to 0-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Still no score in this game. It's 0-0. As the second pitch to Chavers is fouled back and out of play. Count moves to 0-2, and this is where Walsworth feels the most comfortable, getting these batters down in a hole. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Chavers. Chavers puts one into right center field. This one could have burned the right fielder. Oh, no, she gets back there just in time. Like I said, that ball was high in the air. The wind belted it down, and that's going to end the inning. No hits, no runs. Score is still 0-0 as we go now to the top of the fourth again. Lacey still in the circle for Arkansas Tech.
We played 3 full innings, still no score.
And Cheyenne Mahi, who's retired at the end of last one, she'll step out as Marilyn Alvarado will come in to bat for Southeastern Oklahoma State. No, it's Mahi. Pardon me, that is Cheyenne Mahi. Southeastern Oklahoma State's going to bring Cheyenne Mahi into the box now for her second at-bat of the ball game. She struck out on a swinging strikeout the first time around. Lacey sat her down. That was one of 5 strikeouts so far for Lacey. She'd be happy to add more to that total here. And here comes the first pitch from Lacey. Called a ball. Count moves to 1-0. Pitching and defense has been the name of the game here through the first 3 innings at Chartwell's Athletic Complex. Second pitch from Lacey. Swung on or attempted to be bunted on as Mahi tries to lay one down right there, but ball skips under the bat. Strike is called. Count moves to 1-1. 1-1 pitch from Lacey to Mahi. Mahi gets her bat on it, but it's going to slice foul and out of the play over the Arkansas Tech dugout near the third base side. Count is now 1-2. That ball just misses the top outside corner as the count moves to 2-2 with nobody out here, nobody on. Top of the fourth inning. Savage Storm trying to get their offense going first. And the payoff pitch from Lacey is swung right through. Mahi going to go down swinging for the second time today. And that's going to bring up Marilyn Alvarado, the sophomore second baseman.
Number 4, Marilyn Alvarado.
Lacey just notched her 121st strikeout on the season. Here's the first pitch to Alvarado. That one had some movement on it, but it's going to slice outside the zone. Called a ball. 1-0 count here with 1 out. Top of the 4th. No score yet. Ball game still 0-0. Only one official hit so far in the game. It's been a defensive struggle. That pitch came in about the exact same speed in the exact same place and is called the exact same. It's ball 2. And the count's now in favor of the sophomore second baseman Alvarado. Third pitch to her. Grounded back up the middle to Pruitt. Pruitt, easy, smooth glove, and the flip over to Goins. She'll flip over to Williams. That's an out. As we've got 2 gone here in the top of the 4th. That'll bring up number 16, the third baseman, Camry Wallace, who's hammered 4 home runs this year, 12 doubles on 46 hits, and 114 appearances to the plate. Make that 115 with her lone appearance today, in which she walked. First pitch from Lacey fouled back by Wallace. 0-1 count now in favor of Lacey in the circle. Lacey's gone through 3 innings so far scoreless and has been handling this Southeastern Oklahoma squad so far. Second pitch is also fouled back. Wallace has got a piece of these last 2 pitches. Needs to bring her hands around just a little quicker if she wants to make contact into the field of play here. Count still 0-2. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Nobody on. Score still remains 0-0. Here's the 0-2 pitcher, Lacey. Swung on. That ball was definitely going to be called a ball. It was way outside the zone. Wallace offered at it anyway. Got her bat to barrel up on it. And it goes out of the field to play for a foul ball. Count stays the same at 0-2. If I'm Wallace right here, I'm watching out for Lacey's changeup. She's used it on strikeout pitches 3 times so far today. Here's the 0-2. And she lets one run just a bit too far inside, and that's going to catch a piece of Camry Wallace right there. Might have hit her on the inside knee or the thigh, and she's favoring that leg just a little bit, but she's going to go ahead and walk to first base. As Lacey issues her second walk of the day and her first hit batter. That's going to put 1 runner on first base here for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Third baseman Camry Wallace trying to stretch out those legs and the stiffness in those muscles where she took that pitch probably all of 65 miles an hour into the thigh. Can't feel good, but she's tough, and her and first baseman Goins there having an exchange. Did that hurt? It sure did. Well, time to play some softball. She's going to lead off first base here. 0-0 count from Lacey. She'll try and get a lead there, but think better of it with the favored leg and stay on first base as the first pitch to Katie Fryrear is taken for a strike. 0-1. 2 out. Nobody on here for Lacey. Just issued her second walk of the day. She'll try and get back under control here. She'll pop one up to first base, and Goins corrals it in the glove. Easy money there. And that's the inning as well as we move to the bottom of the 4th. One left on base there for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Still no hits for the Savage Storm. Still no hits for Arkansas Tech either as the score remains 0-0. We move to the bottom of the 4th. It's been a defensive struggle all game. Hopefully some offensive fireworks can take off here soon. Timber Riley
For the Golden Suns, the second baseman, number 12.
is the second baseman in today's game for Arkansas Tech, and she currently has 33 career home runs, only 3 away from the all-time Arkansas Tech career leaderboard. 3 more big shots for her at the end of this season, and she'll have passed Tiffany Moon. Here's the first pitch to her from Walsworth, who gets that first pitch to run inside, and it's called a strike. Count is 0-1 in favor of Walsworth on the mound, who's put together a solid game so far. 7 strikeouts to her credit, as Riley swings through that one now, and she's found herself in a hole 0-2, and Walsworth is thinking this is just where she likes them. Had a lot of the Tech batters down 0-2 so far today. Only hit still coming off the bat of Caitlin Wells, who's on deck right now. Riley watches that one inside. She thought it was a ball, took off to first base. Umpire rings her up for the strikeout. Riley was caught looking, and she's over 2 today.
Number 29, Caitlin Wells.
Designated player Caitlin Wells is going to have a word here with third base coach Josh Bertkey. Try and figure out a little bit of strategy right here as Southeastern Oklahoma State, their interim head coach Courtney Rogers, is going to come out here to talk about what to do. Hopefully keep the ball away from the bat of Caitlin Wells, who, as it has been mentioned, is the only person in the ballpark today with a hit to their credit. Stuck in a defensive stalemate here. Both pitchers showing a lot of control. One of them's got a break early. As Walsworth sends the first pitch in there. Wells gets every piece of it. Right fielder backs up and corrals it for the second out of the inning. Little ambush tactic there from Caitlin Wells. First pitch she saw was high. Down the middle, she liked it, swung on it. But this wind has been picking up, and it killed that ball. That had any chance of getting out of the yard or over the right fielder's head. Gracie Orr out there in right. Put the leather on it for the second out. Here's the first pitch to Mayberry. Jumps inside for ball. That changeup has been a pretty good pitch for her so far today. The count's 0-1 with Cassie Mayberry in the box. Mayberry gets her bat on the ball to the second pitch, just a little bit late. That goes foul, and the count moves to 0-2. Both pitchers working very quickly through these early innings. As it's 0-2 in favor of Walsworth in the circle with Mayberry on the mound. 2 outs, nobody on here for Arkansas Tech. No runners have scored. That ball gets up a little high in the zone. Walsworth put a lot on that one. Count moves now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Mayberry. Mayberry gets her bat on that one, but not enough of it as it slices back towards the backstop for a foul. Still a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth here for Arkansas Tech. Third baseman Mayberry in the box. She struck out her first at bat. Puts one through the left side of the infield right there for the second hit of the day. The third baseman, Camry Wallace for Southeastern Oklahoma, couldn't get there in time. The shortstop, Bailey Beard, tried to converge on it, but Mayberry found just the right spot. And she'll grab the second hit of the day for Arkansas Tech, and now Tech's threatening here with one runner at first base, and Mackenzie Goins, the first baseman, stepping into the box now for Arkansas Tech. She struck out looking last time. And now Walsworth throws the first pitch to Goins way off the plate for ball 1. That ball is hit to the second baseman, and she'll flip right over to First base for the out. That's 3. 1 hit for Arkansas Tech in that inning off the bat of Cassie Mayberry. Score remains in a gridlock here, 0-0 as we move to the 5th inning. Lacey hasn't given up any of those H words yet. She hasn't given up any runs either. This defensive stalemate has been one to watch, folks. If we like pitching and defense, this is the game for you. We'll return here at the top of the 5th. Right after this break here on KARV.
Digital tools. You make our town what it is. Deeply rooted, community driven. First State Bank.
Top of the first here, Kaylee Durst, the catcher, going to step back into the box.
Visit fsbmybank.com to learn more.
She'll foul the first one off.
The Valley's news
Now moves to 0-1. Durst struck out looking her first time around.
Now, back to the Alatus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier.
Here's the 0-1 from Lacey to the catcher Durst. Low and called a ball. Count moves to 1-1. Some bullpen action here for both teams as both pitchers have expended a lot of energy today keeping these hitters off the scoreboard. Second pitch now to the catcher Durst. Long foul ball over the first base dugout. Count is now 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch to Durst. Low and in the dirt. Count moves to 2-2. Durst steps out here. She leads off the inning. Southeastern Oklahoma State hasn't mustered any hits so far yet. But Durst puts one over the head of the right fielder, Crutchfield, who can't put her glove on it, and Durst is going to round second base here. Crutchfield gets it in. Riley flips over to third base, and there's the tag from Mayberry at third base, but she drops it. The throw was on line from Crutchfield to Riley. Riley got it into third base. Durst slid under the tag, but Mayberry had it on her, and then she couldn't squeeze the leather enough to keep the tag. And now a no-out triple puts J.C. Durst, the catcher, at third base, threatening here with one out. Got a little confusion right here as Christina McSweeney is going to come out and talk to Lacey here and try and figure out how they can keep that runner at third base off of home plate, keep the runs off the board. Well, Durst took that last pitch from that at-bat. She just received one right before that in the dirt. Saw the next one was up high in the zone where she liked it. She put it over the right fielder, Holly Crutchfield's head. Crutchfield had a good jump on the ball, but that ball was screaming off the bat, and it rolled all the way to the wall. Crutchfield picked it up, got it into Riley, who came to cut off at second base, and Riley threw a seed to Mayberry at third base. Mayberry put the tag on it, but just couldn't quite squeeze the glove to keep the tag there, and now there's a runner at third base with no outs here for Southeastern Oklahoma State. This ball is going to shortstop first. Shortstop going to grab the throw over from first base there, and that's 1 out. Pruitt flipped over to first to Goins. 1 out here, still a runner at third. As a shortstop, Bailey Beard for Southeastern Oklahoma State's going to get her chances here as well. And it looks like we might have a pinch hitter here or a lineup change for Southeastern Oklahoma State, as interim head coach for the Savage Storm, Courtney Rogers, is going to come talk to the home plate umpire, get the lineup card straightened out. She'll be calling on Lauren White, the sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri. It's a pinch hit here today.
17, Lauren White.
Runner on third base, 1 out here. Top of the 5th inning. Lacey gave up her first hit of the day just a few moments ago. A shot over the right fielder's head that brought the catcher around all the way to third base. Mayberry almost had the tag off the throw from Riley, the relay, and it didn't stick in the glove, as now Southeastern Oklahoma is threatening here with 1 out and a runner at third base. That first pitch to the pinch hitter, Lauren White, fouled. And the count's 0-1.
My dad loved to car shop.
0-1 from Lacey. Doesn't find the zone. Count is 1-1 here. Lacey's already been in a situation like this, similar. In the first inning, she walked Peyton Streetman, who went around to third base with 2 outs left in the inning. Got both outs, and the threat did not come to pass. This one's a little different here. Pinch hitter in. 2-1 count in favor of Lauren White in the box. Only 1 out. Anything outside the infield here will likely score the runner from third and break this tie. Here's the 2-1 from Lacey. Right back to her on the mound. Riley gets the ball. Throws over to Goins. Nice stretch by the first baseman. She'll make the play at first base. But Jaylee Durst is going to scamper home for the first run of this ball game. And Southeastern Oklahoma State's going to grab the lead in this one, 1-0, 2 away. As it looks like Peyton Streetman, the center fielder who got this game started with the base on balls and the stolen base, is going to get her third at-bat of the game. 0-1 pitch in the dirt, opposite batter's box for ball 1. Now the first visible chinks in the armor of the pitcher in a circle, Shannon Lacey, who's done a great job of limiting runs and damage all season for Arkansas Tech. Helped spearhead them to a 24-6 conference record in the GAC, mostly on her arm. She gave up 1 run right there, only on 1 hit. Got the second out as she works now here with 3 straight balls and a 3-0 count in favor of Peyton Streetman, the junior center fielder for the Savage Storm. That pitch runs in there for a strike as Streetman thought about laying down the bunt. Offered at it and couldn't make any contact as the count moves to 3-1 with 2 outs here. 1-0 score in favor of the Savage Storm. Top of the 5th. That ball runs low and away, and Streetman gets her second base on balls of the game. She stole second base earlier. I'm sure McSweeney knows that, and head coach for the Golden Suns. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change here as in comes in number 16, Kayla Cartwright.
Now in the circle for Arkansas Tech, number 16, Kayla Cartwright.
Kayla Cartwright's going to get the ball in the circle here for Arkansas Tech. She's had some starting duties, some relieving duties, some closing duties. And she's going to try and get Arkansas Tech out of this inning here, as the score is 1-0 with one runner on and 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Final line on Shannon Lacey is 4 2/3 innings. She gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run, 7 strikeouts to her credit, and in comes Kayla Cartwright as number 44, Alexis Lambert, the left fielder for the Savage Storm. Now going to get her 3rd at-bat of the day. She's lined out and struck out so far this game. Center fielder off at first, gets the lead at second. There's a steal from the catcher. On the throwdown, Williams tried to get the running center fielder, Peyton Streetman, who took off to second base, but she'll earn her 2nd stolen base of the day after she got her 2nd walk of the day. And now there's a runner threatening at second base with 2 outs. The count's 0-1. Cartwright throws that one. It leaks outside for ball 1. Count is 1-1. 2 outs, runner on second base. Southeastern Oklahoma State clings to a 1-0 lead that they earned early in this inning off the triple by the catcher Durst. And that ball is hit foul. Count at 1-2. 2 outs. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the left fielder Alexis Lambert. Here's the 1-2 from Cartwright. Down the middle, but low, hits the dish, bounces into the glove of Williams as the count moves even at 2-2 with 2 outs. Here at the top of the 1st, Cartwright summoned in to relieve Lacey, who had been doing well but gave up a run when it mattered most. And this is going to be a ball in the center field. Chavers is there. It's an easy play for her, and that's going to put the inning away. But not before Southeastern Oklahoma State gets a run across on 1 hit. They're going to leave 1 runner on base. But the score is 1-0 here as we move into the bottom of the 5th inning. Amberlyn Walsworth still in the circle for Southeastern Oklahoma State. She's got 7 or 8 strikeouts to her credit as well. And if Arkansas Tech wants to get the W in this first game of the doubleheader, this offense has to get rolling as we're back here on KARV after the break. Bailey.
Old South Restaurants on Main Street in Russellville. We're here for you.
We're here for you, so come on by Old South.
Brooke Pruitt, the shortstop,
now, back to the
at the dish now for
booth. Buying or selling your home
2nd at-bat of the day. She'll swing through the first one for a strike. Wadsworth puts it past her there. 0-1 count. Oh, 1 from Walsworth. right down the middle, strike two. Pruitt now down early here, 0-2 count. If you've been keeping up with the game, Walsworth has been putting batters in 0-2 holes pretty frequently here in this outing so far for her. Pruitt puts one right to the second baseman. Second baseman flips over to first for the first out as Pruitt goes down with a ground out to second base.
Now hitting the center fielder, number 7,
That's
Sidney Keaton.
as the left fielder, Sidney Keaton, steps into the box.
Was talking with one of the
Keaton grounded out to second base in her first at-bat. Here's the first pitch from Walsworth. Keaton gets a piece of it. It's a foul ball, backing out of play. Walsworth's just been moving these pitches around, inside, outside the zone. She's getting a lot of calls and keeping all of her pitches away from contact so far, and it's kept Southeastern Oklahoma in this game, and now they have a one-run lead as that second pitch is an attempted bunt from Keaton, and it can't stay fair as it rolls foul. Counts now 0-2. And once again, Walsworth not getting a lot of swing and miss stuff from the Southeastern Oklahoma State pitcher, but she is getting these hitters down early with some movement on her pitches as that next pitch is taken for a ball upstairs. Sidney Keaton now in the box with a 1-2 count against her. Walsworth has just been pretty solid so far today for the Savage Storm. Keaton pops one up into center field, shortstop, center end. Everybody converging on that one as the second baseman, Marilyn Alvarado, hauls that one in for the second out of the inning.
Now hitting the catcher, number 17, Jessica Williams.
Catcher Jessica Williams going to get her second at-bat of the day. I'm sure Walsworth wants to continue her recipe for success. Make sure these Golden Suns hitters keep fouling them off as opposed to hitting them into the field of play, as that one follows the recipe to a T. Count is 0-1 after the foul ball from Jessica Williams. Two outs now, bottom of the fifth. Southeastern Oklahoma State leading by 1. That pitch gets away from Walsworth. Outside, count is even at 1-1 with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 to Williams. Williams swings at that one, fouls it back. Count moves to 1-2 as Durst gets a new ball from the umpire, and we're right back where we started here at 1-2. Durst was responsible for the no-out triple that she eventually came around to score on later. Almost got called out from the tag, but she made it safe, and as this ball is popped up and foul for Jessica Williams, who's battling right now in the batter's box. She's seen 6 pitches so far this at-bat, fouled off 4 of them. Count is 1-2. 2 outs and nobody on for Arkansas Tech. Bottom of the 5th. Williams swings at that one. Just gets the smallest piece of the bat possible. Williams is lucky to have even got a little contact on that one. But she's still alive, and this at-bat continues. And Walsworth's having a pretty good day so far. She'd like to retire Williams right now. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Williams. Williams puts it over the head of the infield, but the right fielder, Gracie Orr, is there to make her second put out of the day, and that ends the inning. No hits, no runs, no one left on base. Score is still 1-0 in favor of Southeastern Oklahoma State. And Kalia Cartwright's going to try and limit the damage here as well as we return here on KARV.
With you in mind. Centennial Bank. FDIC, equal housing lender.
Now,
Adriana Cooney now going to step into the right field in place of Holly Crutchfield. As we return here in the top of the 6th inning, Kalia Cartwright on the mound. Cheyenne Mahey going to get her 3rd appearance today at the plate. She struck out twice. Cartwright would love to see the same thing happen this time, as that foul ball gets a piece of the hitter on the on-deck circle. It doesn't change the count, but it's 0-1. Got to watch out over there. Always keep your head on a swivel. Would hate to be injured when just warming up. That next pitch from Cartwright runs outside. Count moves to 1-1. The sun's peeking back through here at Chartwell's Athletic Complex as the 1-1 pitch from Cartwright leaks outside for ball 2. 2-1 count here, nobody on. Top of the 6th inning. Two-1 from Cartwright, filthy changeup. Looked like it was gonna run a bit too high upstairs, but then that spin just dropped it right back into the strike zone. Mahey sat there and watched it as the count moves even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Mahey skies one into left field, but it's going to be foul. And a catch is made against the fence by Sydney Keaton. Nice first out there from the left fielder. Keaton ran all the way over, had to cover quite a bit of ground, and she had to leap into the fence near the foul territory. And my goodness, folks, she hauled that one in. Good first out there.
The second baseman, number 4, Marilyn Alvarado.
As Marilyn Alvarado, the second baseman, steps into the box now for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Good play in left field by Keaton. It's pretty solid defense today from Arkansas Tech. As the first pitch in this at-bat from Cartwright, can't find the zone. Just a bit outside for ball 1. 1-0 count, 1 out here, top of the 6th. Southeastern Oklahoma State clinging to a 1-0 lead as the next pitch is driven deep into center field. Chambers is there. She'll have plenty of room to make the catch. 2 quick outs now for Cartwright as this Golden Sun defense remaining stout so far in this game.
16, Camry Wallace.
Camry Wallace now going to get her chances again today with one official at-bat as she walked in her last plate appearance. Took a ball to the hip. Walked over to first base anyway. She'll deposit the first one into right field. Cooney is there. She'll come in and replacing a diving catch from Adriana Cooney in right field. Had to go to her knees to make the sliding effort. She replaced Crutchfield in this inning and comes up clutch with the play right there. And that's a quick inning with some stellar defensive play from the Arkansas Tech outfield. Keaton went all the way up against the fence to grab one. Shaver showed off her speed to a shot to deep right center. And then Cooney comes up to make a sliding catch in right field, folks. And this Arkansas Tech Golden Sun outfield showing a lot of defensive prowess here as no runs and no hits are accounted for in that inning as we move to the bottom of the 6th now. Score still 1-0. Southeastern Oklahoma State with the lead. And Adriana Cooney, who just came off that diving catch right now, going to see if she's got any more clutch factor left in her as she steps up to the plate right here. Walsworth's pitching great today. She's got 8 strikeouts to her credit. But she might be getting a bit tired out there, folks. And if I'm Arkansas Tech, now would be the time to start swinging. As we return here on KARV, some more GAC Conference softball action.
In Russellville, open 9:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday. All sales during this special savings event are final.
Adriana Cooney now going to step in for her first at-bat of the game. She came in a defensive relief role at the beginning of last inning.
Off-road Tire, of course, they're an authority in lift kits and
She'll
aftermarket mods.
take a swinging strike at that first pitch as the count moves to 0-1. Walsworth has just been filthy today.
Right next to the
change up inside and outside, fastball, rise ball. Good location as Cooney swings through a second one right there. And both of these swings are just behind these pitches right now. Cooney needs to get a little early
broadcast booth.
And hopefully put one through the infield to get some runners on base with nobody out. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Cooney. She swings at that one too. Strikeout now for Walsworth, her 9th of the game. As she sat down Cooney on 3 straight pitches. Cooney swung through all 3 of them as we return now to the top of the order with Shelby Chavers, who also hasn't quite fared well today against Walsworth. A couple of strikeouts against her as well. Made a good play in center field last inning, showing off the speed as she ran one down. And she'll hopefully try and work a quality at-bat here as the first pitch runs outside for ball one with 1 out. Here now at the bottom of the 6th inning, Tech running out of outs to get the first W of this doubleheader. Second pitch now to Chavers. Chavers swings on it, deposits it into deep center field. High fly ball. Everybody's converging. The right fielder is on the opposite side of this one as the left fielder, Alexis Lambert, calls everybody off and makes the play for a quick second out. Now Timber Riley, the second baseman, steps up. Now would be a big time for her to finally get her bat going. She flew out to center field and struck out looking in her last at-bat. Now would be a good time for her to take advantage of those power hitting she has, and to her advantage. She swings at the first one, fouled back towards the backstop. Count moves to 0-1 here with 2 outs. Meeting of the minds here between the pitcher and the catcher. Probably trying to talk about the best course of action right here with the power hitter like Riley in the box. Riley getting some words from third base coach Josh Bertkey. And we're going to resume play here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1 count in favor of Walsworth on the mound. 2 outs for Southeastern Oklahoma in this inning. Riley, as per usual, squares to bunt first. She's going to pull it back here. Watches that one travel towards the strike zone and call the strike. 0-2 count with 2 out. This would be a big out here for Southeastern if they can get it. And a big at-bat and a big hit for Riley if she can find one. That ball runs high and inside for ball 2. Count moves even at 2-2. Riley going to choke up here on the bat. Excuse me, the count is 1-2. That one's right back up the middle, but Walsworth puts her finger down, finds the ball in her glove, flips over to first base, and that ends the inning. Score remains the same, 1-0 Southeastern Oklahoma State. No hits for Arkansas Tech in that inning. And this defensive struggle continues as Arkansas Tech hasn't mustered any hits now. In 3 innings, only 2 all game. No scores to their credit. As we return here for the top of the 7th, Arkansas Tech Sports and GAC Conference matchup here on KARV.
Back to the Alathus Realty broadcast booth. Buying or selling your home has never been easier.
We're back here in the top of the 7th inning. Cartwright on the mound. Her first pitch to Katie Fryrear. Just called a ball outside. Fryrear's had a couple Ks in this game. The 1-0 from Cartwright, swung through by Fryrear. Filthy changeup. That ball just dropped off the table into the dirt. Fryrear swung over the top of it. Count moves to 1-1. Cartwright's been mixing in that pitch with a lot of success in her relief appearances so far. She goes right back to it, and it's the same result as Fryrear. Hasn't quite got the nail on that one yet.